Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast from Hype. This is episode 65. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Shouts out to my man. This is his second appearance on the podcast, part 2. Introduce yourself to the audience.
What's up? It's boy Ken Roc, Life Coach Rock. I am underscore Coach Rock on IG, YouTube channel, and Welcome Home Rock. What's up?
Nephew, you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, I just was I'm Qudduce, QUDDUCEX on Instagram and all that.
Copy that. All right, y'all. Both sides of the wall, part 2. Both sides of the wall, part 2. This is the kid's perspective. But you know we got to hit the rundown first. Custom Hustle. Custom Hustle is my clothing line. That is at Custom Hustle World on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, go to damn house phone. Y'all already know what it is. Custom Hustle World on Instagram and Twitter. Custom Jackets, jerseys, t-shirts. We just got the basketball jerseys and we now got the baby jerseys, the baby jackets. However you need that thing customized, we got you. H2H Cleaning. H2H Cleaning is my cleaning company. You follow that at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. It's a tri-state area situation, but if you make it worth my while, I will slide. Special shout out to my girls though out in Detroit, the What Up Though podcast. Shouts out to What Up Though. They doing a live show on July the 16th, I believe it is. Get with my girls at the link in the bio, purchase them tickets. All right, E-Block Radio Network every Monday 2 p.m. on the E-Block Radio Network. GFT Radio every Tuesday 2 p.m. Wednesday is 216 The Blend at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Then Thursday is WTNUphilly.com at 12:30. Friday is the I Say Podcast Radio Network at 10 a.m. All right, y'all. Episode 65, Both Sides of the Wall, part 2. This one is about the kids. How do y'all feel about the situation with your dad being in jail? Walk us through that as far as how did that affect you, growing up without your dad? Well, not without your dad, but him not physically being able to be there.
It was kind of hard because some things that your dad usually teach you, he couldn't because like playing basketball. Some people I quit playing basketball because I didn't have the motivation and all that. But he probably gave me motivation to keep playing and all that. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. Hold up. Let the audience know how old you are first.
I'm about to be 16 in June.
Copy that. So you said, yeah, him not physically being there trying to get you to work on your left hand and teaching you how to dribble and teaching you how to do all of that. That was more so a problem for that specific aspect of your life.
Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest thing about him not being there? Because I know when me and Rock did part 1, he talked about his support system was always strong. Now, was that the support system was strong for you, or was the support system did you have an uncle or somebody that you could lean on? But obviously, it's not the same as your dad. But did you have somebody in there standing in for him?
I did, but it wasn't the same. Cause Father's Day, birthdays, stuff like that, he still Father's Day and birthday. It was hard. Having to tell your dad Happy Father's Day through the phone. Sometimes you can't even talk to him whenever you want to and all that.
You see, the reason why I asked that is one of my brothers goes to jail and tells me at the time, I think his son is 7. And he tells me, I need you to just take care of him. If you do anything for me, that's a plus. But I need you to be on him. He needs you to come to a game, it's whatever. He needs some cleats, it's whatever. He acting up in school, it's whatever. But even then, me and him will have different conversations, and he would say, I just want my dad. Now, obviously, me being there to help him out with whatever, it's not exactly the same. So now, Rock, you talked to us about receiving those Happy Father's Days and those birthdays and those things. Like he said, I'm trying to play ball, and I'm getting discouraged because you're not there to put me through it.
From my perspective, it's the understanding of those things are happening. Your sons are out there and they're not able to experience you there to witness them. You feel what I'm saying? Or being able to get inspired by them or wake them up in the morning to say, look, you said you wanted to play basketball, get up and go ahead and dribble or go ahead and do school and things like that. So with me, it was the understanding of knowing that I'm not able to out there to do that for them and being able to overcome the guilt of that. You know what I mean? So since coming home, it's we've been learning each other. You know what I'm saying? All of us been learning each other. And for the most part, it been great. Especially when like me and Qudduce, our relationship is great. We like you are really bonding and building. You know what I'm saying? And me being away from him for so long, you know what I mean, well, his whole life basically. You know what I mean? It's like I know him from a certain level, but and he know me from a certain level, but it's really don't go beyond the visiting room, a visit or a phone call. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
now it's completely different. Yeah.
because them conversations can really only be surface level conversations. Even when you slide up on a visit, the visit might be 4 or 5 hours, but we can't really have too much of an in-depth conversation just because of the fact that it's probably 4 or 5 of us here on the visit. Everybody kind
Yeah.
of want to get the little couple of seconds with you. If you at the joint where we could walk to the microwave, that's a major joint for the visit.
Yeah.
Some joints won't even let you up to do all of that. So like, yeah, I know how all this works. Um,
Yeah.
now, all right. So tell me about this one. Yeah, like I was asking about. All right, so even trying to send your man in there or whatever, like walk us through that part. Calling and saying like, "Yo, I need you to go down to my son got a game, or my son got suspended, or he having a problem with this, that, or whatever."
Yeah. See, the
Walk us
thing
through that
about
as
that is
far as
like,
walk us through that process from your perspective too.
yeah, the thing about that, like with me is it was like a lot of my dudes that was home, whatever, they had their own family. They got their own kids. I got a brother that got his own kids, his own family. And one thing that I'm learning about family is your family is the family that you build. You know what I mean? And your brother's family, and they like extended family. Once you begin to build your own family, everybody else become extended family. And it may not sound like that, or but actions show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get mad at that, especially for me being booked. Like if I see my homie, like I got one homie, man, I love the way he raised his kids. You know what I mean? If I call him right now, he probably out Massachusetts somewhere with his son playing AAU. You know what I'm saying? But he been like that my whole bit with his kids. Or I might want my one man, which is happy to be Qudduce them first cousin. Their mom had passed away. You know what I mean? Which is Qudduce's aunt, and they got a son, and he raised his son. You know what I mean? So it's like the dudes that I mess with, it's like I can ask them, yo, I need you to do this for my kids or do this for my son, but they don't really even have the time because they so much focused on their own kids. So it's like, all right, just taking
Is
the reality, you got to take a back
is
seat
that
until I come
something?
home.
Is that something that you realized when you got home, or is that something that you realized in there? Because the thing about inside there, like we talked about this on part one, where you would like you be so selfish because all you got is you. All you got to worry about is you. You don't even be thinking about the 50, 60, 70 other things that this person you calling and asking them to do that is doing.
Yeah, I think with me, and there it was more so I knew that my dudes had my back. You know what I mean? So it was never certain dudes. I knew that certain dudes is like, if he could do something, he gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But certain dudes that I expected to do things that didn't do things, it did grow bitter. Like, dang, you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like it's still certain things that people can do. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I mean, you like nobody never bought my son a pack of pencils. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's certain things that you can do for your homies that's locked up for his kids. You might not be able to make the basketball games, but you can grab him a basketball. You feel what I'm saying? You might not be able to do certain things, but it's just certain things that you can do because this is the life that we said we gonna commit ourselves to. So I feel like it's two sides to that life. I feel like it's the loyalty is just not going to take the time. You understand what I'm saying? Loyalty is like, all right, I'm gonna do everything I could possibly do so his son don't have to go through a rough situation as much as possible.
And in that
That's
situation,
how
that's
I
why I
feel.
think, and in that situation, I think that's why my brother said to me, just take care of my son and don't even worry about me. If you do
Yeah,
anything for me, it's a plus because it's going to be hard enough for him as it is that
yeah,
I need somebody that I can trust to be there for him. All
yeah.
right,
Because the
now,
last thing you want your kids to be in a situation.
Deuce, tell me this. What did you feel like any type of resentment towards your dad because he wasn't there? Was you like mad at him, or how long did it take you to get? I know you was mad at him, so let's even scratch that. How long did it take you to get over being mad at him?
And after a while, I just started realizing like like some things happen for a reason. It probably took me like a couple months like to get over the fact that he was locked up and couldn't do nothing because he's locked up for me and my brothers.
What you mean a couple months? Because you was only one when he went down. You was like a couple months old, wasn't you?
I'm saying like a couple months, like I'm 10 years old. I started realizing like my dad really locked up.
All right. So in that, so how much, like I said, did you have any resentment towards him, or like, was it on the like, I don't believe you did this to me type of thing, or how did you look at that?
I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it like I don't know how to say it.
What you thinking? Just say what you thinking.
Yeah, just say what you thinking. Ain't no wrong answer because it's what you felt, so it ain't no wrong answer.
I'm looking at it like, damn, this boy really nutty for getting locked up like that. Like he know he had like kids and all that. Like he knew he had kids on the way, and I don't know.
Go ahead, man. Keep it real.
I'm just trying to keep the most sensitive way possible.
No, you ain't gotta keep it sensitive. This ain't gonna be on PBS. Just go ahead. Well, however you feel, say it.
All right. I'm saying this boy really a nut ass nigga for getting locked up while having kids on the way, and now we ain't able to celebrate our birthdays with each other because me and Kaim, we really gonna be around each other like that because of the situation that he got locked up, and now we moved far away. We used to only see each other like once every 5 months, but now we're seeing each other more often now. But me and my brothers, we was always separated. And we never had like a real brotherly bond.
You took me where I was about to go. How did that affect the relationship with you and your brothers then?
And we never like really had a real brotherly bond because of the situation. Like we recently just got each other's numbers and all that. Well, me and my older brother, we always had each other numbers. We live with each other. But me and my younger brother Kaim, we just recently got each other's numbers. We started hanging out more and all that.
All right, so you would say that all happened once your dad came home, or y'all was doing that like when he was still on his way?
Like once he came home.
All right.
Nah.
Now, go ahead. You was about to say something?
No, it was Kamach in the background.
All right, Rock. Now you hearing that from him, and like he hesitant to say it because you his dad. He don't want to say that to his dad, but that's the reason we having this conversation. We want it to be a little uncomfortable. This topic is uncomfortable. And this is not something that people really ever sit down and break this whole situation down. So now you know that was what he was feeling. I know you was feeling that about yourself because you sitting here and you looking at him go through pictures and you can't do it. You're not physically there. How did that hit you though to hear
that? It's the reality. I mean, at the end of the day, like I understand that my decisions hurt more than me. You know what I mean? And the ones that they hurt more than anybody is my kids. I understand that now. So my whole twist now is like, all right, I had to forgive myself. And I do think my kids forgive me. I definitely think Qudduce forgive me. Kamach forgive me. My youngest son, we've been going through it a little bit. But I'm glad that he able to express it more so than anything. And understand that I'm accepted to him I'm accepting to him expressing it. You know what I'm saying? And like the way like my dad got 13 kids. My dad was always there though. He wasn't never locked up or nothing. So I was able to get those relationships with my kids. And I kind of robbed them out of that by making the decisions that I made. So it's cool for them to feel like that. Like it's understandable for them to feel like that. And I'm just glad that like, especially with Qudduce, like that's what he want. He want to spend time with his brothers. He want to spend time with his, you know what I mean? And for them, and then like me being home now, and it's like, all right, little things that we do together, we try our best to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing now since coming home is like, all right, you know, they say like your circle gets smaller. This, you know what I mean? My circle, I'm doing my best to have my circle is my family, my kids, you know what I mean? My girl, her kid, and just rock out like that instead of just chilling with this, chilling with him, chilling with him, chilling with him, chilling with him. And now I done went through a week and ain't spend no time with my kids. So I try to spend time with my kids.
See, that's where I'm at in life now.
Yeah.
Is you can't make up for all that lost time, and don't try to make up for all that lost time, because you never, all you're gonna do is defeat yourself. Because
Yeah.
you can't make up for 16 years in 3 months. Like, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that's what, like I said, that's where I'm at. Is they got to be influenced by somebody,
Yeah.
and you only get but so much time with them, and you already done lost so much time that I can't just now be wasting time doing whatever with whoever. Like,
Yeah.
for me, like, a big thing is my kids learn how to sit up. I bought them prayer rugs,
Yeah.
like, because that's a real big thing for me. So it's like,
Yeah.
when the down is called, my daughter goes, "My mom," like, because she knows what it
Yeah.
is, and she about to be two. Like,
Yeah.
so it's a real big thing about the influence that you put on them, the example that you put in front of them, and what you do in front of them. So now that you are there to give them that example, and like I said, you started the YouTube channel. We talked about that you was going to try to get it off the ground. It's already up, 2 episodes deep, with the life coach
Yeah.
Rock situation. Now you trying to show them something different and show them something positive and show them like that there is another way to go. Like, daddy did something and he went the wrong way, but when you was making those decisions, it was only based off you. It wasn't based
Yeah.
off of like, I got people, I got mouths to feed, or not even I got mouths to feed. I got people looking at my every move and all my decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like I know like people. It's hard for them to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go through so much to understand my actions and my thoughts throughout myself. So it's like my whole twist now is not even to get them to understand the reason why I made my decisions, more so to get them to understand what the reason why I'm making my decisions just now. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
little things like we might do, and they complain like I might say we about to pray. It's like man, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Or we about to do this. It's cool. I'm cool with that because at first it was like I just want them to be accepting of me, but now it's just like just respect me as your father. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect you as my son. I want you to be everything that you want to be. I'm gonna support you, and I'm gonna do everything I can to support you. I'm gonna do, and I do feel like Maj know that. I feel like Qudduce know that, but at the end of the day, like I don't know about if Kaim really know that yet. I don't know. Do you know that? Do you feel like I'm here to support you with everything that you want to do?
Yeah.
You gotta give us a
Yeah,
little
what?
more. You gotta give me more
Yeah,
than yeah. Come on, what was that?
yeah,
Nah, we ain't accepting that.
I mean, what I'm saying, I mean, like, yeah, I feel like you support us on some things and some things that you can't support us on, like when Kaim, like you can't really support him on his homework because he it's already too late. It's like fourth term. But
yeah,
if you was home, probably been able to support him and all that. Like you start telling him like, yeah, you gotta start reading books and all that because books help you with all the other stuff.
yeah,
See, them small things, like you said though, they look frivolous in the moment. When we
yeah,
was all 16, we ain't listening. Don't matter what your mom or your dad tell you. We just
yeah,
ain't listening because we think we got it all figured out. But
yeah,
just like you just said, my dad would pray in the middle of the floor, and you would be like, "Why is he grandstanding like he the only one that makes a lot?" Like, you know what I'm saying? But the once I get my own kids and realize, nah, he's doing this because he's showing you that no matter what it is that you're doing, there's nothing more important than this time that it takes for you to make this a lot.
yeah,
He's showing you like the different things that you do as a parent. It like lays the groundwork for the later on for your kids. In the moment, yeah, they're gonna go, come on, this ball, but it's gonna make sense in 10 years. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You gonna think about it and be like, damn, my dad did used to say that. He did used to do that, and now I know why he did or said that.
yeah,
Um, Now this one I want to throw at. I'm gonna throw this at both of y'all, but you kind of already know what the answer gonna be from you, Rock. Deuce, when you looking at the pictures from your dad, because like you ain't seeing him every day, and if you don't see anybody every day, and you see a picture and now it's 6 months later, it's 8 months later, you got to look at your dad develop and change through the pictures. How does that make you feel? Because like for him, he's going like, damn, he was just now he know how to walk. Now he went from crawling and like now he getting a little taller. When you looking at him and you going like, damn, he done got skinny or damn, he getting husky. He got a whole beard now. Like how does looking at the pictures and watching your dad develop, what did you think about that? Because the pictures is huge for the person that's in jail.
I don't really know how to I don't really know how to say it because I barely got a chance to look at any pictures. Like I got to look at the pictures like every 3 years. And whenever I look at a picture, I'm like, yo, he really getting old. Like he really getting old in that joint. Like last time I seen him, he even had no gray hair. And now he got a full gray beard and all that.
When you looked at those pictures though, all right, so you saying even then that's even kind of better for what I'm asking then. Because if you looking at it and it's every couple of years, then did that make you appreciate them pictures even more? Because I know, like I said, we talked about this on part one for him. Getting them pictures, man, it puts you in a whole nother space. And like these pictures is gonna change my whole week. Because now I'm gonna just stare at these drawings and get lost in them. Is that the same thing? Was it the same thing for you, or was it different for you?
It was like kind of the same thing because every time like I look at a picture, I realize like we're getting closer and closer to getting out.
Copy that.
So how did you feel like I was ever come out? Did you feel like, man, this nigga ain't coming out?
Like sometimes when you told us you was getting out and you ain't actually come out, like yo, you might not actually come out. But then after a while, I was like maybe got like a couple more years. And then when you told us like it was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You told you was getting out. I was like, yeah, you probably actually getting out this time because I started actually believing this time because like yeah, because Pop when you start coming, yes, you start telling us. You start calling less and all that.
All right. So before we switch it up, Deuce, I definitely appreciate you coming on and talk about this. But that first time you saw your dad when he got out, what did you think or what was you feeling like? Was it just damn he old now?
Bro, the first time I saw it, I was kind of like happy or something like that. Cause like
I was kinda like happy. Damn.
I was kind of like happy, like cause like yo, he really out. And we were just laughing in the car. We were making jokes like he always. But we were like, he really out. I was like happy and all that. I was like, he did get old. I thought he was gonna be like taller than. Like, I ain't seen him in like a couple years. I thought he was gonna be taller than that though. We like same size as mine.
All right, so damn. The last joint that I'm gonna ask you on that is, did you feel like now, like, all right, now that he home, like I got some questions that he can answer, some problems that he can solve, some stuff that like I just couldn't do while he was in there. And what's at least one of those things?
What you say? I was talking to someone.
I said, now that you see home, you see walking up, and you got some questions that is like now he can answer this question, and now I got this problem that he can solve. What's at least one of those things that was like, I needed you here to do what?
Like, do you think me and Kareem will be like get better at basketball and like you know pop up guys in the league coming on? You think you could be able to train us and all that?
Oh yeah. So that's what you want to do for the league?
Yeah, I would like to play.
All right, yeah. Then I'm glad you asked because you ain't really saying nothing to me about it. I think
You want to get that left hand together. That's what you trying to tell you.
yeah. So that's what we work on then. So that's what we want. That's what we work on then. Started this week.
Copy that.
Today, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, shit. We copy that. Yeah, we could have started it today for real, for real.
The day ain't over. It's early. Day ain't over. It's early. Get out there. Jason Tatum
was how he down here.
Jason Tatum worked on his situation. The first couple months that he was working with his boy, he didn't even play with a ball. That's how his footwork got to be like that. All right, now let's switch it up. Rock, you started the YouTube channel. What's the response we've been getting from the YouTube channel off the first 2 episodes?
Like I was saying the other day, I feel like the first response was good. I don't know what was lacking in the second response. Maybe I mean, sometimes it be about the times you launch it, you know what I mean, the engagement or the promotion with it. But I think for the most part, what I'm doing now with it is I'm stop focusing on like the response of others more so than the response of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's my goal? I had to check myself and ask myself, what's my goal for the channel? My goal for the channel really was to experience things with my sons, to document it, and to help others experience the same thing with their kids. You know what I mean? And have my kids learn about me while I learn about them, because it's certain things that we do, like for instance, that whole drink with me cooking or whatever. I don't know if they understood what I was doing until I put the channel out, until I explained what I was doing throughout
Because
the
when they
throughout
got in
the
the car, they was like, "Yo, why you recording?"
Yeah, but they gonna do that. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna do that. I ain't really tripping about that. But it's like little things that I want to do, like for instance, like when I get off a house arrest and everything, it's gonna be things like I want us to go fishing. You know what I mean? I want to document that. I want us to go to like Donny Park, Six Flags. I want us to go down south to visit my folks down south. Things like that. You feel what I'm saying? I want us to travel, like go to basketball games and go to college campuses and just, go out and do things together.
Get
You know what
some
I'm saying?
experiences and some stories.
Yeah.
The
And
car, the
just
car ride is the car ride is the important part in them situations because that's the part that you're gonna remember. Like that's the
exactly.
part where all of the conversations about, well, why this and why that and how come I do this and why is this and that. That's when all of that come out is the ride. Yeah, you're gonna have fun
Yeah.
once you get to the water park or whatever. Once we get to the destination, but it's the ride is the part that you need.
And those, and like I be trying to tell them, like we had this conversation, me and the kids, about basically why I want to do it and they want to be private and things like that. But what I learned too is memories is sacred. You feel what I'm saying? And the reality is that everybody's not gonna be here forever. No one's gonna be here forever. So ain't no telling which one of us is gonna leave each other first in whatever fashion or form we leave each other. But we're not gonna have this forever. We only had it now for a little over 2 months. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
let's cherish it. Let's like not bullshit with it because we understand how valuable it is. Like for me and Deuce to be able to, like last night we was on the text, I'm going through old pictures, sending me old pictures. He's sending me old pictures. You know what I mean? I'm sending him pictures when I was his age and things like that. And we commenting on these things, or you know what I mean? Or like Maya, he catch a flat, able to call me, I'm able to go up there and help you fix the flat, or you know what I mean? Kaim already go to his school, talk to his teachers. These things are not like, we can't take these things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not taking it for granted. So
The
at the
thing
same
about them
token,
too.
yeah,
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
yeah. At the same token, I don't want them to feel like all our experiences are documented just for others to be a part of. So it's a balance there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I'm just not teaching you how to work on your left hand so we could put it on the grain. You know what I mean? So it's a balance that needs to be walked too at the same token.
It's the same thing like we were just talking about how some of those things make sense years later. Like
Yeah,
you just said, people always be scary about having those conversations about death, but like somebody gonna be gone. I got married
yeah,
6 years. I got married 6 years ago. Three of my groomsmen is dead for my wedding. So
yeah,
I was saying then, like, forget the pictures. I want the video. The video
yeah,
gets us to moving around, and you get to see all of that and still relive
yeah,
all of that. A picture is
yeah,
just a snapshot of the moment that we was in.
exactly.
So yeah, you kind of do have to have a balance of let's not always. This is one of my things that I always like go out to when you out at places. It's like I don't want to look at we at the game. I don't want to look at the game through my phone. I want to look at the
Yeah,
game with my eyes. I don't want to look at all of our conversations and interactions through the phone. I want to physically be here in the moment because it's a thing to be present and it's a thing to be there.
yeah,
And that's one of those things that I'm like still trying to balance out where I'm out running around with my wife and my kids, and it's like, but you got your face buried in the phone, so are you really even here? You present, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but you're not here. So
Yeah.
it's one of them things where it's a tricky balance. And another thing from watching the watching the joint. Why you ain't like? What was wrong with the eggs? Was the eggs boiled? Was them joints scrambled? Because them eggs look thick as hell on the on them sandwiches.
It was scrambled.
They were
Hey,
scrambled.
with cheese Jones.
It was nasty.
I'm about to say, Deuce wasn't filling them eggs on the joint.
Nobody was filling them eggs. We ate them though. We ate them, bro. The bread was soggy.
Then they
All that.
grinding you about you ain't toasted bread and all of that. I cut my man some
Yeah, but
slack.
it's cool. I ain't tripping about it though. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't tripping about it because at the end of the day, it was just me like, look. And I be trying to let them know, honestly, too, is you ain't got to spend money every time you want something to eat. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of that is like, materialistic things. Like, we feel like you got to spend money to get this or get that. Like, the only way you get money is not spending money. That's what I'm trying to tell these crews. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to spend money and get money. Like, they don't work together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Nah, yeah, you
got
hustling
the,
backwards.
yeah, we got to, you know what I mean? Like, buckle down on the things that we spend on because we trying to build something at the end of the day, too.
And the whole situation though, it's about the time. It's not
Yeah,
about the money. It's about the time. The time is valuable, is invaluable. Like, man, when you realize that you have no more time with somebody, or like y'all situation where we had so much time that we didn't get together, and when all you wanted was time, don't lose sight of that. I just talking to my brother on my way here, coming from H2H, well, coming from a cleaning job. Um, and he was like, "Yeah, man, my spot is on the third floor. I gotta walk up all these steps to get there." I said, "It's better than walking up tier 1, tier 2 to get to your joint." So
yeah,
don't never lose sight of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we now have the time to spend this time together. We can now complain about, you know what I'm saying, why we buying Wendy's 3 days in a row, you know what I'm saying, versus I ain't got to talk to you the last 3 days because you couldn't get on the phone. Because y'all
yeah.
got 23-1, or somebody tested positive and now they shut down your whole block or your whole situation. So
Yeah.
before we close it out, Rock, throw your handle out there again. Let them know where to follow you at, and when we dropping on when we dropping YouTubes every week. My bad.
Yeah, the YouTube's as of now I'm doing Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights around 8 o'clock p.m. Dropping them. On That's on Welcome Home Rock on YouTube. Welcome Home Rock, Welcome Home ROC. It's basically about the me coming back into society, reestablishing a relationship with my kids, my family, and life within itself. And I am Coach underscore Rock on IG. That's like the main page. I am COACHROC. I am underscore COACHROC on IG. I am underscore Coach Rock.
Dude, you want to throw your handle out there?
Instagram at QUDDUCEX. It's a black Instagram profile picture. You'll see it.
All right, copy that, y'all. That was episode 65, Both Sides of the Wall, part 2. We're not done with Both Sides of the Wall, though, y'all. That's episode 65. We are out.